next couple of years. I think altcoins that have strong flows will outperform. I don't know if you guys seen this, but there's a forecast saying that the ETF for XRP is going to attract 8 billion of inflows next year. So you can imagine what kind of impact that may have. And in terms of what we're doing, I think we have a very clear, differentiated, exciting strategy that nobody else is pursuing and nobody else can compete with us on. That's very unique. So we will build it, and I hope you guys run along for the ride.
Hey, what's going up, bull runners? Welcome back to the channel. Imagine this: the market's buzzing, coins are shifting, and big players are making moves that could change everything. But here's the mystery. Are you missing the one thing that could unlock your next big win? Today, we're diving deep into the crypto news that you need to know. An XRP ETF that is closer than ever, a shady delisting shaking up Hyperliquid, a timeless truth about bear markets and airdrops, and BlackRock's tokenized fund exploding while Bitcoin takes a breather. These aren't just headlines. These are signals, whispers of where the money's flowing next. Stick with me because in the next few minutes, I'm going to unravel why these stories could shift your strategy and your wallet. The clock's ticking, the crypto world doesn't wait, and neither should you. And here's the kicker. If you hang with me until the end, I've got a special bonus for you, a sneak peek into Altcoin Pro University, our crypto community, where average everyday people are crushing it with these great inside moves. So if you're like most people where you don't have the opportunity to spend hours a day in the crypto news like we do here on this channel, we bring that to you every day, make sure you subscribe right now. And if you're feeling bullish about this current bull run, let me know by commenting 777 down below. And today we'll also be jumping over to X to find out all the breaking news that's happening in the crypto world right now. We'll talk about the viral Hyperliquid issue and give some more detail on airdrops versus bear markets. And how close is an XRP ETF? We'll find out. And BlackRock continues to build even as Bitcoin stalls. We will also be taking a look at XRP in the charts, looking for the next support and resistance levels. Plus, we'll also be looking at the short-term and long-term momentum waves for XRP. But first, let's head over to CoinMarketCap and figure out what's going on with the overall health of the crypto market. The total crypto market cap is coming in at $2.83 trillion with only $78 billion worth of volume. And we're continuing to track this every single day. We're waiting for it to break back above that $3 trillion mark. That's an indicator that'll give us some good positive news for the total crypto market. Fear and Greed Index currently sitting at 33. It has started creeping up since its bottom on March 10th all the way down at 15, now coming in at 33. Yesterday was a 34, last week was a 31. Altcoin Season Index currently reading Bitcoin Season in the orange here. It also says it's an 18 on the actual chart on this side. Yesterday was a 17, last week was a 21, so we've continued to drop due to the fact that Bitcoin continues to perform better versus altcoins. Bitcoin dominance coming in today at a 60.8%. And as you know, we've been paying very close attention to this Bitcoin ETF tracker because it's been a leading indicator for pushes to the upside and retracements to the downside. Last week, we had some very steady flow to the upside. And in fact, yesterday's report coming in at $26 million to the upside. Today's report is not out yet. But when we take a look on the weekly, we can see the line here is the price. The green tabs are the Bitcoin ETF inflows, outflows. Last week was really positive. We have 627 inflows, 627 million, and already so far reported this week 111 million. So we would love to see that break back above this level here. So we are looking for 650, 700, 800 million to indicate continued growth in the ETF, money coming in from institutions. Top 5 trending coins according to CoinMarketCap. Number 1 is beer. It's down 92%. So basically pumped and dumped. Floki coming in at plus 4% at number 2. Number 3 is Link. Number 4 is Cake. And number 5 is Siren. Top 5 cryptos by total market cap. Bitcoin number 1 at 1.7 trillion. Ethereum at number 2 at 243 billion. Tether coming in at 144 billion. XRP at number 4. Will it take over the number 3 spot today at 137 billion? BNB at 88 billion and Solana at 70 billion. Heading over to X to check out the headlines. Jack the Rippler was the one that posted what you saw in the intro here. BreakingCrypto.com CEO says XRP ETFs are soon to attract $8 billion in inflow in 2026. So you are early. You continue to hear that. I know XRP Army is like, I'm tired of hearing that I'm early. I just want to see this pump happen. We got to continue to hold this. Of course, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. Do not buy or sell anything we talk about on this channel. And a great post here by XRP Chancellor. Brad says a big thanks to all of the XRP community, the XRP family, world, and truth wins.
Look, I've said to a bunch of you as I have bet to number you tonight, I'm here to thank you. And I appreciate that you're thanking me, but I'm here to thank you for all that you have done to support this effort. Truly, it does take an army. And this army has been incredible.
And more bullish news from Cynthia Loomis coming in, claiming that Bitcoin is held for 20 years pursuant to the best modeling available. We can reduce our national debt by half.
Bitcoin is easy to store. It is immutable. It is scarce. We can protect it in individual vaults that can be secure and hold it for 20 years. If it is held for 20 years, pursuant to the best modeling available, we can reduce our national debt by half. Now, for me, I started, believe it or not, as an elected official in the Wyoming legislature when I was 24 years old in 1979. And I've always been looking for ways that government can balance their budgets. Wyoming's always been able to because we have mineral wealth. And when we harvest that mineral wealth, we were able to convert it into cash and put it in a fully diversified asset allocation that continues to produce revenue for the Wyoming legislature. So it was converted from something in the ground to something that has enduring value long term. So when I was state treasurer, I was always looking for ways to have some assets that produced income and some that were there as a store of value, much as it was when those minerals were still in the ground. And at that time, it was pre-Bitcoin. But now Bitcoin definitely serves that role. Now I'm in a branch of government, the federal government, that is $36 trillion in debt. I am embarrassed.
So Bitcoin to the rescue or XRP to the rescue. Let me know, is this a real thing? Is Bitcoin going to solve the national debt in the United States? And also a big announcement this week. Ondo Finance announced that they are launching tokenized treasury bills on the XRP ledger. And this is the biggest storyline that has happened for Ripple XRP in the last 7 years, because there's $11 trillion worth of volume that can flow through. And as many of you may have already heard, Hyperliquid has delisted Jelly perps, citing suspicious activity.
So if you want to learn how our team is finding these altcoins before they explode, we just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University. Just go through the link in the description below, get in right now, watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers.
The decentralized exchange just yanked Jelly token perpetual futures, basically a way to bet on its price because of suspicious activity. They say it saved $240 million from a potential scam. But now people are mad, calling it too centralized for a DeFi platform. And why is this important? Well, trust, obviously. If DeFi can't stay transparent, it risks losing users. Plus, Jelly holders got burned. Prices crashed. And it's a reminder, crypto's wild and you've got to watch what you're stepping on. Hyperliquid posting on X, after evidence of suspicious market activity, the validator set convened and voted to delist Jelly perps. All users apart from flagged addresses will be made whole from the Hyper Fund. This will be done automatically in its coming days based on the on-chain data. There is no need to open a ticket. Methodology will be shared in detail in later announcement. As with other chains, validators often need to convene to take a decisive action as a group to ensure the integrity of the network. It is a priority to enhance robustness and transparency to the voting system. Note that HLP's 24-hour P&L as of writing is approximately 700,000 USDC. Technical improvements will be made, and the network will grow stronger as a result of lessons learned. More details will be shared. And as I mentioned before in the beginning, we'll cover this at the end more, but Altcoin Pro University, our crypto community, one of our analysts was on this topic 7 hours ago. Hyperliquid drama debunked. Some people are really flipping out the fact that Hyperliquid was able to come together and vote to basically reverse transactions that were happening on their network. And Curious J posted this here. And if you are wanting to join Altcoin Pro University and get information immediately as soon as news breaks, make sure you subscribe down below in the link or go to bullrunners.com and get started today. But as he says here, a calculated exploit using the meme coin Jelly led to a $10 million hit to Hyperliquid's HLP vault, triggering an emergency protocol intervention and now raising deeper questions about decentralization, trust, and the future of on-chain perps. Here's where it gets spicy. A trader opened a massive short on Jelly through Hyperliquid, somewhere between $4 to $6 million in size, but they didn't stop there. They pumped the token on-chain, pushing the price up over 230%. Some claim as high as 500% in just hours. At its peak, Jelly hit 16 cents. This triggered a self-liquidation of their short, and Hyperliquid's vault, HLP, inherited the position with the loss. So what did Hyperliquid do? The validators voted to force settle Jelly perps at 0.009 cents. So take a look at that price, right? 0.095, when the price had jumped all the way because of this manipulation pump to 16 cents, and Hyperliquid decided to delist it from the market entirely. The Hyper Foundation promised to refund affected users, excluding addresses flagged for manipulation. Refunds are being dispersed using on-chain data, as we covered. And he goes into a lot more details here. We have a little poll down here. He asked the question, where do you stand on this? Was this the right move or too much control? Is decentralization overrated when things break? Answer was, they were right by removing the coin, or they were wrong. Decentralization is key. And if they can do this, they can do harm. I said short-term drama, Hyperliquid will continue to come out stronger. Or the fourth option, not worth the risk for me. So if you're someone who likes fast-breaking, immediate news, go to bullrunners.com, sign up for Altcoin Pro University today. And speaking of Altcoin Pro University, one of our main things that we love to cover is airdrops. Bear markets are temporary and airdrops are forever. Despite bear markets, airdrops have quietly distributed $49 billion to Web3 communities over 4 years, creating lasting value through community-driven ecosystems. So if you're someone who likes free money or wants to go out there and do airdrop farming, we even have a specific category in Altcoin Pro University called airdrop picks. We also do really, really strong moves on DeFi yield picks, but let's take a look at airdrop picks. So one of our analysts, Solj King, just came out 21 hours ago, letting everyone know an update on our airdrop farming for Sonic. We also had an airdrop update yesterday, new airdrop alert, Plasma Finance. 4 days ago, new airdrop alert, Drift Fuel Rewards. And on and on and on, we're always finding airdrop opportunities. Market movements come and go naturally, taking up a lot of crypto oxygen, but something far more remarkable has been happening beneath the surface in recent cycles. The past few years have generally been great for new tokens, and with their launches come significant opportunities for wealth creation, such as airdrops. $49 billion worth of airdrops were distributed directly to Web3 communities from 2021 to 2024. Airdrops get users in on the ground floor and reward them for early support in ways traditional markets simply can't do it. Airdrops do transform ownership. They're much more than free tokens. They're relationship reimagining between platforms and users. The value they bring to protocols goes beyond inherent pricing. Airdrops challenge the status quo. The model honors participation with owners' stakes and real-world value. If you use the project, you can share in the rewards, and passive users become active stakeholders who champion ecosystems and bring it to new heights. Airdrops seed those with skin in the game and fund thousands of microeconomies. Value flows between participants rather than being extracted by centralized entities, creating a flywheel of innovation that self-reinforces. Token holders become evangelists, developers, participants, and builders, moving projects from speculation to sustainability in bull and bear markets. Airdrops deliver enduring value. Web3 wants active users who engage with protocols and actively benefit from them. If we grow, you grow. This ethos is what crypto is all about. It also is seen with node sales rewarding network decentralization and AI agents tracking data on the blockchain and paying users when used in training. What is the best advice in these rocky recent weeks? Forget about the market movements and look at what airdrops deliver. $49 billion is nothing to sneeze at, nor are the very real and lasting connections and communities. There are some major airdrops coming in the near future. Those are going to be our MetaMask maybe potentially dropping their massive airdrop, and not to mention OpenSea with their token C coming out potentially this year as well. Let me know down below if you like airdrops. Have you ever received an airdrop? And don't forget to go to bullrunners.com and sign up for your account so that way you can find out all the airdrops as they happen. Before we get into the ETFs for XRP, let's quickly talk about BlackRock and their BULLRUNNERS tokenization fund triples in 3 weeks as Bitcoin stalls. Bitcoin's lack of momentum may drive further interest in safer investments such as tokenized real-world assets, which are approaching 20 billion record milestone. BlackRock's USD institutional digital liquidity fund, BULLRUNNERS, saw an over threefold increase over the past 3 weeks from 615 million to 1.87 billion, according to token terminal data shared by Leon Weidman, head of research at On-Chain Foundation, a Web3 intelligence platform. The surge in BlackRock's fund reflects a growing institutional appetite for tokenized real-world assets due to more regulatory clarity, according to Edwin Mata, co-founder and CEO of Bricken, a European real-world asset platform. Real-world asset nears 20 billion record high amid Bitcoin's lack of momentum. The total value of on-chain real-world assets is less than 0.5% away from surpassing $20 billion. Given the recent moves we've seen from major financial institutions, particularly BlackRock and JP Morgan's growing involvement in tokenization, I believe we could hit 50 billion in TVL. Traditional finance or TradFi institutions are starting to view tokenized assets as a serious bridge to DeFi, driven by institutions looking for digital asset investments with predictable yield, added Locktev. So don't sleep on RWAs. Polymarket users are betting that an XRP ETF will be approved this year after the SEC dropped its case, and the odds are now up to 85%. Users on the crypto betting platform Polymarket also expect approval from the ETF in 2025. On March 26, Polymarket gave it an 86% chance that an XRP-based ETF product would be approved this year. The betting market already has a volume of $55,000 worth of bets on this happening. If we take a look back here in January, it was in the 70%, then took a pretty massive dip into the 70s, but now riding high above 80s in the 86% chance. XRP only surged by 5% as the SEC battle ends, despite being a huge milestone. The end of the multi-year legal battle between Ripple and the SEC failed to move the market significantly. On March 19th, XRP traded at 232, according to CoinGecko. At that time of writing, the asset hovers at 244. On March 21st, analysts said that the new development had already been priced in. So what could be the next catalyst for the big move for XRP? Well, it seems to be the ETF is what's on everyone's mind. Taking a quick look at XRP in the charts for the daily right now, we have a support level down here at $2.24. Running into our resistance that we have been talking about, that 250 level, and also the support line from the symmetrical triangle that was developed at the end of December, beginning of January. So unfortunately, this awesome thing we had going with support, everyone was rooting and cheering for it. Now they are upset because it has turned into a short-term resistance. We need to break above this 250 level, securing this as a support, so then we can move our way back up into this resistance up here at $2.80. Our short-term momentum wave has turned to the downside, looking for a reset at 0, or will it take a quick rebound here? Today, our candle is green, the new candle that just started. As you can see back here in the past, we've run up to 100, came down, did a quick reset off this level at 75 and bounced back up. If we don't continue our momentum to the upside here today and the next couple of days, we likely could see a reset back to 0. Our long-term momentum wave on the Wolfpack indicator is still below the 0 line. We're waiting for it to break back above that 0 line. Yesterday, midday, it had busted through that 0 line, unfortunately rejecting midday and having a really down day yesterday. And it is also showing us a sign here of a hidden bearish divergence. As we take a look at a higher time frame, the weekly time frame here, our momentum wave short-term shaft trend cycle has already reset to 0, so it has lots and lots of room to move to the upside. Our long-term momentum wave, the Wolfpack, is already above the 0, looking very bullish on the weekly. We do have 3 days, 23 hours left in this current weekly candle. We'll continue to track every single day the XRP movement. Don't forget the support level down here at 223. Resistance level at 250. If we were to lose the 223, there's a likelihood we come back down to the $1.90 level of support. But if we do make that turn to the upside and start to rally, I'm looking for $2.80 to be our next resistance level. Pay attention to that.
April 15th, 2025. This is a huge date because it's the deadline for 2 high-paying tax credits that you probably haven't heard about, but you can still get if you take action right now. We've partnered with the relief consultants who are experts in the tax code who've recovered over $100 million for their clients so far. So if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur, listen up so we can get you help and reach our goal of recovering $10 million for the Bull Runners community before the April 15th deadline. So here's how it works. If you're a business owner who had employees in 2021, then you qualify for an average $150,000 check from the Treasury and possibly more with the Employee Retention Credit Program. So if you were told in the past that you don't qualify, get a second opinion now through the link in the description below this video, because there are rules and regulations that have changed just recently. So there's a high likelihood that you do qualify now. And if you sold your business or you shut it down, you still qualify as long as you were active in 2021. So don't miss out. Schedule an appointment with the link below. Just click business owner with employees if it applies to you. There's also a second tax credit that also ends April 15th. So this is for the bull runners who are self-employed in 2021. So if you were a 1099, not W-2, and self-employment was your primary income, the Treasury check for this tax credit can go up to $32,220 with an average of $17,000. So if you were self-employed in 2021 and want to see if you haven't claimed this credit, which nobody has from our community thus far for some strange reason. We've been talking about this in several videos. I don't know, man. Maybe you just want the Treasury to keep your money. But if you want to get money back in your pocket, then schedule a consultation. Don't be lazy. Do this right now before April 15th through the link below. Just click self-employed if you think you qualify for both credits. Let the rep know on the call. And by the way, if you have your tax returns from 2020 and 2021 for this credit, it will be a faster turnaround for you. So have them ready on your call, and they can literally tell you if you qualify on your first call to get you paid. So if you need more money back in your pocket for this bull run, take action right now, click the link, and let's get you paid.
Hey, bull runners, are you feeling FOMO about this bull run without the right financial support? We're here to change that. We're not just about funding, we're about growing your business together. Whether you're investing in crypto, kicking off a new startup, managing your existing business, or looking to expand, we have personalized funding that meets your exact needs. Imagine starting your business or getting capital to invest $100,000 to $250,000 at 0% interest. That's not a dream, it's what we do. We've helped countless entrepreneurs like you with 0% interest funding without needing personal funds, income verification, or collateral. With just a 680 credit score, you qualify. We understand that your business can't wait, so take advantage of our quick funding approach. We look beyond the credit score with inclusive approval process that sees the big picture of your business or investment potential. Our flexible repayments are tailored to match your business cycles, ensuring you can manage repayments without strain. With access to our extensive lending network of over 5,000 options, we're committed to finding the perfect match for your business or investing needs. Plus, you'll have our dedicated team by your side, guiding you through every step of the funding journey. Whether it's buying crypto, hiring new employees, or launching a new product, we're committed to your success. Click the link to connect with our expert advisors and secure your business's future now.